one position that is the most stacked in Madden is always going to be wide receiver, so you need to have the best corners on your field every single time you want to load up into a head-to-head game, and this video is going to help you with that. We have the top 10 corner video for you guys here today. We've had plenty of team of the week, ultimate kickoff, gridiron guardians, legend corners come out since the last time we did this video. I think it's been 2 weeks and almost a half since the last one, and we've gotten a lot of new guys in this top 10 here for you guys. But if you guys enjoy top 10s, you enjoy gameplays, you found the right channel, make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe, comment down below which corners are you rocking right now on your team. I love reading those and seeing what people are using on their squads. But other than that, let's get into this number 10. If you are looking for cheap, fast Madden coins to build that God squad you always wanted, head over to my sponsor EasyMut and use code CHEW for 5% off your order. The link is in the description. So at number 10, we do have Deron Bland right here, and Deron Bland is one of those ones that I feel like a lot of people kind of slept on, and I actually have gotten to use this card in past Maddens. This is, I think, the only one on this list that I have not used yet, and there's a reason why, is because this game, as you guys know, is a really strong man meta game, and you can see he does have the lackluster man. I will say across the board, if you are a big zone guy right now, this is probably a really good card to play in your slot, and it is honestly a lot bigger than I thought he was. I swear he was like 5'10" when I used him, but at 6 foot, I'll take it, man. I'll take it. He is 87 speed though, 89 excel. The agility is very low, but I will say you'll notice on a lot of these corners that Madden has kind of chewed out that agility on a lot of them. There's some top end guys on the top of this list that have really low agility too, and I've used a lot of these guys and I haven't noticed it too bad. But like I said, Deron Bland's the one I have not used, but when you compare him to cards that didn't make the top 10, I think he is by far the best one. There's like JC Jackson, there's like Esai Bailey. Yeah, he was definitely the number 10 on this list, man. But like I said, it sucks that he is kind of more of a zone guy in a more man meta game, and he is kind of lacking that man. You can't possibly get that up to the 85 threshold either. But like I said, if you're a zone guy, you can get up to 90 easily, and Deron will fit right into your scheme. At number 9, we have the AKA Patrick Peterson, AKA Pat Pete in this game. And this card, when he first came out, he was very slow when he first came out. We were getting 87 speed, 88 speed players in the game, but you guys know they gave him 86. And now that we're a little bit apart from when he came out, I think he's been out for like 2 weeks now, he is definitely on the very slow end. Like honestly, there are some cards that you might even argue above him. If you're a man guy, you might want like a Dory Jackson over him because of the speed difference. But when you look at Pat Pete, he is a very good hybrid card. He gets fit right in the man and zone, hitting both 90, which is absolutely ridiculous for a card this early on. It just sucks that they absolutely crucified his speed. They gave him 86 speed. They did bless his agility. Like I said, if you notice that stat on a lot of these corners, that is one that is absolutely killed on a lot of people, and he actually got a good one. I don't think it makes up for the slow speed, especially when you're running streaks and whatnot. Pat Pete's gonna get, you got to think, a lot of people are running theme teams for Tyreek Hill. I have a 91 speed Tyreek Hill. If I see Pat Pete out there, I am throwing a streak every single time. That's the only thing that's really tough, is where do you play a card like this? But his stats are so good, I just don't know. I couldn't put anybody else above him, I don't think, down here. Now down to number 8, we do got Deion Sanders, aka Primetime. And as you guys know, this card, if you are a man guy, I truly think you should be playing him probably at safety. And there's a reason why. Look at his press, boys. I don't know what it is with Deion every single year, but they will never ever bless his press. It is always super low. And as you guys know, he will get thrown like a rag doll if you try to press him. So don't even try it. I promise you it's really bad out there. I actually played him at safety. That's where I liked him. But as you guys know, he's also just a man corner kind of guy. So sitting at 90 man coverage, really good speed as well for his overall, and also good excel, good agility. The build is pretty good at 6 foot. He is a solid corner, but there's some negatives. It's hard to play him down in the flats because of the bad tackling and press, but when you play him at safety, he becomes like a top 5 type of player in coverage there. Now moving over to number 7, we have the brand new LTD Gridiron Guardian Kaiir Elam. As you guys know, a lot of people kind of wanted to forget about this Gridiron Guardians 2 drop. It was one of the worst content promo drops, you want to call it, whatever you want to call it, of the year so far. So a lot of people maybe slept on a guy like Kaiir Elam, but a 6'2" corner, so the tallest guy we've actually shown you on this list so far. He is also coming with 87 speed. We would have loved to seen a little bit better speed right there, especially how late this card. This is the newest corner in the game right now. The newest one is Kaiir Elam, and he got 87 speed when we have plenty of 88s, 89s now in the game. It kind of does stink, but also fitting right into the zone meta. He does have 87 play rec, 91 zone coverage out there. The press is really good. I think if hopefully they patch match tomorrow, or maybe make the zones a little bit better tomorrow, because right now zones are just very hard to use right now in the game unless you're running hybrid. Kaiir Elam will be so much better if hopefully season 2 will make the zone meta a little bit better. I don't know. I got my fingers crossed. I'm a zone guy at heart. I've had to move out of it because how brutal and bad it is this year against high-end players. But Kaiir Elam right here, he might be a god tomorrow, boys. He might be. At number 6, we got Trey Brown, and Trey Brown is a smaller corner. You'll notice at 5'10", 185 pounds. He is very, very small, but getting the 89 speed, he's actually the only 89 base speed corner in the game. I know it's kind of crazy to think about, but he is actually the only 89 speed corner in the game, which is really, really nice. He has 88 excel. The agility, you'll notice, is a little bit lower, but like I said, as you keep along, you'll start noticing a lot of these guys with high end speed kind of are losing that agility. And I will say so far, and a lot of the guys that do have the lower agility, I haven't noticed it too bad, honestly, in this game. But moving on, we do got good player at 85. The man coverage, easily a 90 is attainable right there. Not much of a zone guy, so if you're probably more of running man coverage with Trey Brown. But I know a lot of people are probably wondering about the height. I've been using guys like Troy Polamalu in the game, Rondé Barber in the game on a theme team. You're fine. You're completely fine out there. You'll get dunked on at times. You'll get dunked on with Woodson. I've been dunked on with like literally Cam Chancellor and also Isaiah Simmons all year long. It's going to happen. As long as they're there, you want your corner to be there, you know. Hopefully just put a body on them so maybe they won't throw a stupid read and ag you like that. But Trey Brown is going to be locked down for you. About as good as it gets for a man corner right now. At number 5, one of the better cards I've used all year long. I had to detach from him not too long ago. I think it was like a week ago. I finally got rid of the card. But 88 overall JPJ LTD, 6'2", so a big body corner, 90 man coverage, 85 zone, and 87 press. You'll notice right away that they kind of did bless these cards up a while ago. Like, it feels like they made like really god tier cards and then they kind of like plateaued, even went down a little bit. Almost felt like a lot of these cards from like a month ago are a lot better than the cards we're getting nowadays, which is kind of insane. But JPJ, Campus Hero, fit right in. The one thing you'll notice right away, though, is the play rec's a little bit low, but like I said, if you're running man coverage, it shouldn't be too much of a big of a factor. But if you run match, you run zone, you might feel it a little bit. But JPJ, being 6'2", he's going to make up for a lot of those mistakes. At number 4, we do got Stephon Gilmore, the LTD, and Gilly Locks is actually a very good card. The only card in the game with 90 press right there. I will say I did get to use him, and I didn't notice too much of a difference from other corners, so I wouldn't say that's the biggest value factor, but I still do think when you look across the stats across the board, he does have amazing play rec, so you can even get that zone up to an 85, so he hits the threshold on all Madden, which is nice. He also has the man that is really easy to obtain, a 90 right there, so you could use the +2 man coverage and a +1 zone for your coach and get 85 zone and then 90 man coverage, and Stephon Gilmore is automatically a god. And then you also have top end player, a good build at 6'1". I feel like Gilmore is always one of those cards that plays a little bit better than his stats anyways, and when you give him amazing stats like this card absolutely balls. I did have to get rid of him because he went up to like 950k, and I am not holding a card like that ever at that price, but at the end of the day, he got it like that. Stephon Gilmore's the top 5 corner in this game for sure. And moving over to number 3, we got Marlon Humphrey, aka the brand new Fruit Punch card. And Marlon Humphrey was one that a lot of people, you would see if you went to their Twitter at all, a lot of people questioned those two stats right there, 86 excel, 82 agility. Marlon Humphrey, I still think a lot of these guys have been cheated on these, but I will say, you'll notice on one of the guys we even have higher in this list has very, very bad agility, and that card has been phenomenal for me so far. And Marlon Humphrey is still like brand new in the game. I haven't got to see him to like a full extent, you know, he just came out yesterday, so I can't really say how crazy he's been yet. But at the end of the day, I still think he'll be fine out there for you, man. He has an 86 play rec. He has 90 man coverage, 87 zone. So you can get that 90 really easy if you really want that zone as well. The press is amazing. He also does get the AKA bottleneck as well, which helps on man press, I believe. So you can really just jam a slot corner into the ground if you really wanted to with that X factor. And Marlon Humphrey, the card art, we got to give him a plus point on that, right? That card art is absolutely fire. I had to have Marlon Humphrey up here in the top 5. Number 2, we still have one of the better cards in the game in Antonio Cromartie, and another 6'2" corner right here. You are getting a +1 speed, so the last 6'2" guy we showed you, JPJ, only had 87, so you are getting speed right there. The excel and agility are really good on this card as well. 90 man coverage, 88 press. So you'll notice the play rec in zone are really low. He's a man corner. Let me just say that right now. Obviously, the loop right now, spinner, a lot of this is meta. I know a lot of us hate it, but right now they are feeding us man-to-man corners. It's like almost like they want us to run man coverage, and Antonio Cromartie fits right into that mold perfectly. A big body corner, gets pick artist. I think he gets shore out KO. I think he gets medium as well. You could use any of those. He's definitely a legend in this game, but another guy where I kind of just couldn't hold him for his price tag. He has dropped in price, but I feel like we're going to get some corners here soon, hopefully. I don't know. I might have to pick him back up, boys. Before we get into number 1, I have to tell you guys about Jalen Ramsey. I truly do think Ramsey is probably one of the better corners in the game, and obviously you guys should all have him. He was free. Everybody in the whole entire Madden universe should have this card on your team. This card's amazing. You can get a +1 speed. You'll notice mine has +2. I'm in a Dolphin same team, but a normal Ramsey will get +1 speed. You'll have an 89 speed, very good excel, very good agility player. I really can't tell which ones are the boost from the Dolphins as well. So you can just see the stats are high regardless, right? He has above 90 base man coverage, 89 play rec, 87 zone. The press is really good. Ramsey, hopefully all of you guys got him. I got Ramsey like what, 2 weeks ago, I think, the full one. I think a lot of you guys should hopefully grind and finish him off. I think today's the last day you can grind for it, so go do whatever you got to do. This card will be a top 10 corner for at least minimum another month. Minimum another month. Even if he falls at like 8, 9, or 10, I think he'll fit right into that scheme a little bit more. Jalen Ramsey, man, this card is an animal, and he was free. But to finish off the list at number 1, we do got Charles Woodson. And Charles Woodson is another one of those guys. And I just realized a lot of people on my Twitch stream yesterday told me that he has 83 agility. And I just realized that is wrong. He has 88 speed, 85 excel, and 86 agility. I remember some people were telling me about Marlon Humphrey yesterday. They're like, Chew, you've been using Charles Woodson this entire time. He has 83 agility. And I just realized he has 86. So somebody was lying to me. But at the end of the day, Charles Woodson, this card has been fantastic. Another guy like... He's kind of like a Pat Pete, but like actually good, if that makes sense. So you're getting a taller guy right here at 6'1". You're getting 88 speed, 90 man, 90 zone. The press is really good. The play rec, we would have loved to see that above an 85, especially if you're more of a zone guy. But at the end of the day, Charles Woodson, elite, man. Absolutely elite card in the game. I will say he feels like a really good tackler out there too, compared to guys like Dion or anybody that's really smaller in the game. But Charles Woodson, elite corner, man. Go get you a Seawood. You need him on your team. Boys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to comment down below which corners are you rocking right now on your team, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. We're gonna have some gameplays obviously going on for Team of the Week tomorrow. We might be getting a Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs. I don't know, man. We're getting Season 2 tomorrow, Hispanic Heritage Month as well. It's gonna be a big week of content, man. Stick around, make sure you turn those noties on so you don't miss the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, boys.